Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MJR YouTube channel for today's political analysis. Former Deputy President Rigathe Gachagua and also the DCP party leader is in the United States of America for a month-long visit. The purpose of his visit is to, first of all, sell his ambition to Kenyans living in diaspora and in the United States, to be precise. And number two, to mobilize for support from Kenyans living abroad. And also to sell to them the aspiration of Kenyans and to address the state of the nation and Kenyan politics at the moment. Rigathe Gachagua is accompanied by other leaders, but among them Karua is also a party leader and a principal in the United Alliance Opposition. Karua is also one of those who are aspiring to be Kenyan president. And in their meeting and interaction with the Kenyans living abroad, because as you know, Kenyans in diaspora are also part of this country. Most of them did not denounce their citizenship. They do what is called diaspora remittance, which is also a source of revenue to the Republic of Kenya in tune of billions. They are also voters because, you know, there is a constituency in our voting register called the diaspora. Therefore, they are part and parcel of what is going on in this country. Rigathe Gachagua's visit is therefore legitimate and timely. No one can undermine that visit. What we must analyze as political analysts is what he is doing in the US, what he has said, and also the reaction from the people. But for today, I have managed to listen to part of his clips of the speeches, and I will play these two clips, and after that I will have something to say. And kindly take your time, listen to them, and then I'll say something about them.
I can tell you, Raila Odinga brings nothing to the table. The Kambas who are behind him, they have left. The Kisis who are behind him, they have left. The Luyas have left. The Masais have left. The Luo nation is divided in the middle. Even if they are together, we'll beat them 70+1. Okay? If Raila decides to run, Ruto will be number 4 in the election. So there's no problem. Either way, we are okay. Yeah? It's one term. So don't be worried at all. The people of Kenya have made decisions. Those decisions are finalized and nothing will change. And we have said, even if you kill people, even if you jail them, 70% of Kenyans don't want you back. In the unfortunate event you kill so many, the maximum probably you can kill is 5%. Still 65% will vote you out. So there is no escape route. None whatsoever. And I have said, if we pick Kalonzo Musyoka, we'll support him to the end. Yeah. If we pick Fred Matiang'i, we'll support him to the end. If we pick Eugene Wamalwa, then. If we pick our sister Mala Karua, and if by God's grace they pick man Rigathe, nitakibisa hii mtu kama baiskeli ya kuigiwa. Yeah? So
Now, before I deliberate and give my thoughts on those speeches, allow me first of all to say that I'm also a Kenyan. These are just my opinion and my observation as an interested individual in Kenyan politics. So, for you to support MJR going forward, my request is kindly subscribe, and after subscription, do not forget to click that notification bell so that anytime we do any analysis, YouTube will automatically let you know. And to our subscribers, I want to say that I'm so grateful for your support and genuine support, because if it wasn't you, this channel would have not been where it is at the moment. Now, let's be back on the track, because it is not our intention to waste your precious time. MJR is just here to share what is based and supported by facts. When Rigathe Gachagua said that Raila Amolo Odinga is inconsequential when he supports William Ruto in the next election, is not true. To me, I don't know what you see. You know, there's this general public overview that Raila Odinga is not impactful anymore. And nowadays, people see him as a man who sometimes even speak to himself. Because nowadays, whatever he says does not have impact in politics. But I want to tell those who are listening to this video that it is still early. There are things and achievements that Raila Odinga has made that cannot be erased. History is a fair judge, and history will judge him at the right time. At the moment, the problem that we have is that we have a crop of new voters. And these new voters, they come up with new things, new idea, and new views. When the Gen Zs rose to rise against these government's punitive taxes, they asked Raila Odinga to stay at home to keep off this demonstration, because it was purely Kenyans. It was not politically instigated. But now, after that, the country took a wrong turn, and Raila Odinga instead chose to join William Ruto to support his government to stabilize it. But now that worked against him. This new generation, these young voters, does not buy any of those, because to them, Kenya Kwanza administration was their number one enemy. So whoever sides with their enemy is their enemy. But that does not mean that the larger population who are also voters are against Raila Odinga. They might not vote for William Ruto, but does it mean they will vote in the other direction? Who knows? William Ruto may lose the Raila's support, and the other side can also lose. Do you know that up to this moment, there are Kenyans, those whom Atwoli used to refer to as Raila Odinga suicidal supporters, who up to this moment believed in Raila Odinga, and they can do anything Raila says, because to them, Raila is the only man who could change this country. And whatever Raila Odinga says to them is a law and is always correct. Number 3, when he said that they will win election by 70+%, and also banking on the population or Raila Odinga supporters that has defected, is a misplaced idea. It is not a genuine reason to make them win by 70+1. Nobody will ever win election in this country with 70+1. because Kenyan politics is very, very competitive. Is very tough, because the level where we are, Kenyans are informed, Kenyans are keen in the move by these politicians. Kenyans will interrogate each candidate, because this time around their eyes are opened. They will not just vote because a certain community has numbers. They will not vote because a certain leader has given them direction. This election will be based on one's personal conscience and also anchored in one's manifesto. And it also depends on what you want from a candidate. It will not be about who and who. It will be about issue-based campaigns. So 70 plus 1, no. Number 4, sorry. When he said that he is also part of those who are aspiring to lead this country, is correct. Many people have thought and have gone with this notion that Rigathe Gachagua cannot vie. He can vie. I said it and I still repeat. But the problem with his aspiration is that when he gets the ticket, that will be William Ruto's dream fulfilled. William Ruto wants Gachagua to vie because, many Kenyans want Ruto out of the office. But not all of them want Gachagua to be the president, including his own tribesmen do not prefer him as the right person. But he is good in the position. He's the engine behind all this pressure. The moment Raila Odinga joined Ruto, people thought that Ruto will be stress-free. But the man exerting pressure right now in the position is Rigathe Gachagua, give or take, whether you like him or not. So people thought that he was impeached, blah, blah, he can't vie. No. That was a political process. Remember, there is the legal part, which is still pending in court. And it can take ages. Nowadays, the justice system in this country, the judicial process, can be used to dilly-dally decisions or processes. So he can still vie because the case is still in court until judgment or ruling will be made to give directive if at all he can't vie. But at the moment, he still have a chance. That's why he's going around. If he couldn't vie, and he knows very well what the Constitution says, he could have not been going around campaigning and using resources. So Rigathe Gachagua must be working to clinch the ticket. And if he wins the ticket to be the opposition flag bearer, it will be advantage to Ruto. Because most of those who deserted Raila and Ruto will not vote for him. They will either vote for somebody else. And if pressure continues on Matiang'i to vie, then Matiang'i will be bankrolled by the government. And he will, in that way, complicate issues or matters to the opposition side. And each party will miss 50 plus 1. And is Kenya ready for rerun? I don't believe. So ladies and gentlemen, that is my take for today. Thank you and may God bless you.